Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ice back here again with the video. It's been a little while, but nothing new for my channel. But this time it's an OBA news video. I'm going to do this real quick. I got 5 or 6 stories I wanted to go over, so let's get into them. First of all, Xenoblade Chronicles X allows you to install files to improve disk load times. So, we knew that the disk was pushed to its limit. It's like 24 gigabytes of stuff on the disk. So if you're getting a physical copy, that's great. But apparently, to improve the loading times, I mean, you can just, this is mandatory technically, you don't have to, you can just wait for long loading times. It's a shame it has long loading times, but if the disks could have held bigger memory, then this wouldn't have been an issue anyway. But you can download, when you get the game, these updates, these patches if you want to call that, to increase the loading time significantly. We don't know how much exactly, and there's 4 packs. It's not even mandatory that you buy any of them, or, you know, all 4 or 1 or whatever. You can kind of pick and choose if you really wanted to. Now, if you were thinking of getting this game digitally, remember the Wii U Black model is 32 gigabytes. So if you buy the game digitally, that's already like 24 gigabytes. Good luck buying that plus this, because this is 8 gigabytes worth of extra stuff. So good luck fitting that on your Wii U, because that would be all 32 gigabytes of your system. So basically, if you're going to plan to download any of these, get the physical copy of the game. I don't even know if I'll be able to hold the 8 gigabytes in total of downloading all these. I don't know if I'll download them all. I'll definitely get the large effect one, the field basic data pack here that's 2 gigabytes. I'll probably get the player data pack for 3.6, and maybe the enemy one. If I have space left over, then I'll get the doll one. But either way, it's a bit unfortunate, but it's Xenoblade Chronicles X, so if there's one game that you really think deserves to have a lot of your memory on your Wii U, then this would be the one. And I mean, if you're thinking of downloading Splatoon, that's not very big at all, 1.8 gigabytes, we already talked about that, so doesn't really matter. And we still don't even know when this game comes out in North America, so you got time. Or if you could be one of those people who has a terabyte hard drive, or I think the Wii U could have up to a 3 terabyte hard drive, external one that is, then you'll be fine anyway. I don't, so whatever. But let's move on to another story here, shall we? Let's talk about DNA. Remember them? The company that Nintendo partnered up with for their mobile things? Well, apparently, DNA confirms layoffs. They let people go. They fired people. Darn. It seems a little suspicious, or not suspicious, but strange, that Nintendo, a company who, the one good thing about Iwata is he does not like firing people, no matter what. And yet they partnered up with a company that laid off a bunch of people. So I'm wondering if that would rub Nintendo the wrong way a little bit. Probably not, but either way, it's an interesting little tidbit of news I wanted to share. I'm not going to waste any more time talking about it. Let's move on. What do we got here? Oh yes, some Amiibos type news. You can buy these clear Amiibo cases, which apparently look pretty neat. I don't know, to me they look like they remind me from Animal Crossing New Leaf, the little display cases you could get, but while they are kind of nice, to be brutally honest, they take up more space than the Amiibos do when you have them on your shelf anyway. If I were to buy this, and they're 10 bucks a piece apparently, I wouldn't have the space for them. And then you'd have to keep taking them out of the case and to use them and whatnot. It's kind of just a hassle, unless you're a complete collector and you just want to keep them in there and never ever touch them. Or if you're a person who managed to, you know, buy like 2 of a single Amiibo, of every single Amiibo, then I guess that would work. But for me, I'll pass. Thanks. Don't need it. And plus, I've seen people commenting saying, oh great, I can buy Amiibos for the Amiibos I don't have. Or Amiibo cases for the Amiibos I don't have because, you know, Nintendo's not releasing enough. Which is kind of funny. But let's move on. Next story here. Smash Bros. Creator, Mr. Sakurai, is struggling with his injuries. I don't know why this picture's here, because that has nothing to do with Smash Bros. But apparently with shoulder issues, he says, I still have trouble with my shoulder, and the symptoms of, I don't know how you pronounce that, tenosynovitis, still remain, so I'm forced to use a special mouse that clicks by inclining for work. Sakurai wrote, if I was to button mash, my arm would give out in 10 minutes. So Poor Sakurai, he's still hard at work, but to be honest, Sakurai, you get no sympathy from me until I see Wolf O'Donnell. Sounds heartless, sounds cruel, but it's how I feel. And it's weird, because we heard about this before, but it was his wrist and his forearm, but apparently it's spread up to his shoulder. So, seriously, here's what I'm thinking. After Wolf, I mean, you know, Mewtwo's, like, literally coming out in 2 days, at least for people who get the code. And Lucas will be out in June, I think it was, around E3. Or was it July? I don't remember. So, after Wolf, take a break, Sakurai. Take a damn break. Please, I'm begging you. But yeah, let's just move right on. Yes, let's talk about Playtonic. Remember the guys doing the Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor project, Ukulele. Their Kickstarter will begin May 1st, so we have a date for their Kickstarter. Now remember, this money is not needed for the game to be made because they already have enough. It's to voice your opinion. If you donate a little bit of money, and don't think it depends, you know, it's like, oh, they're only going to listen to my ideas if I donate, you know, $1,000. Don't think that way. You could donate $20 or $10 and just, you know, suggest an idea. That's how this is going to work. You'll be funding the game for more possibilities than what they just were aiming for, making it bigger and better and badder. And I mean badder in a good way. So I'll probably do a little donation, maybe, like, you know, $15 or something. I don't know. We'll see. But make sure you go on their website and you support the Kickstarter, and you basically demand, it sounds harsh to say that, but demand Wii U getting a version. It's pretty much already a lock anyway, because the developers themselves have said they want it on Wii U, but I'm saying you gotta keep showing support. We want this on Wii U. It's not even me being a Nintendo fanboy or anything, it's the fact that those developers, their fun games, like, you know, Conquer, Banjo, and everything, it's just a fact. They belong at home. Where's home? Nintendo. I could be a Nintendo hater for like the past 20 years, this whole time, and I would still say, well, it would make sense to put it on the Wii U because it's a Nintendo console. It's just that simple, and there's my motto, which I haven't said in a very long time. So yeah, there's the May 1st Kickstarter. You should check it out. Let's move on to the final story. The Level 5 CEO explains why Fantasy Life 2 is skipping 3DS. And it's a bullshit excuse. Why should we be surprised, though? So, I'd say Fantasy Life has elements and mechanisms which adults find soothing, although children play games on dedicated game systems, Xbox One, PS4. Recently, many adults have been playing on smartphones. You know who's also been playing on smartphones? Children. Children. Children, children, children. Kids. Yep, it's true. Everyone and their damn dog has a fucking smartphone. Kids play games on their smartphone in school. That's how ridiculous it is. And so you're saying that you're basically, whatever, let's read the rest of this. The supported hardware for this game was decided based on thinking of an environment where more adults play. Hold up, hold up. Fantasy Life 1, big success. People loved it. Now, who was it that bought it? Oh, right, the 3DS owners. And let's actually look at the facts. A huge majority of the people who bought Fantasy Life 1 on the 3DS were not kids. Some were, but most people were at least 16 years old or up, and technically you could argue 16 and 17 as a teenager, a kid, whatever. But if you're saying that adults would buy this, newsflash, Fantasy Life is not rated M. It is not geared for adults. You did not make this game, the first one, with intentions of, ooh, adults will love this game. It turned out that way, but seeing as these adults that you're targeting on smartphones never played the fucking first one, what makes you think they're going to jump on the second one? Because I guarantee you, none of the adults who got the first one on 3DS are getting the second one on smartphones. In fact, it's quite the opposite, where every single person says, well, there goes a franchise I loved, and, you know, oh, great, you killed a franchise that was amazing, so forth, so on. So good job, Level 5. You made a stupid-ass decision, and you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna find out what happens when you make stupid decisions involving the mobile market. Remember when Capcom spent all that money for Monster Hunter 4, not Ultimate, but the first original one, Monster Hunter 4, before, or when it came out in Japan. They spent all that money on a studio to make smartphone games, and it blew up in their face. How many times have I brought that up? In videos, that is. The point is, the smartphone market is not a sturdy market. It is not, yeah, sturdy is the word. It's a risky market. If it's not Candy Crush or Angry Birds or something like that, or Clash of Clans, which I still can't understand how people fucking enjoy that. I know a few people who are like, oh, do you play Candy Crush? And like, even, you know, in my personal life, I've seen people playing it, and they're just like, oh, do you play Candy Crush? And I'm just shaking my head. I'm just like, no, I prefer playing an actual game that has a point to it, not just, you know, sit for 5 seconds on my ass and, you know, oh, high score, I beat a level. No, that's not my type of style. So, I don't know. And saying that children play games on dedicated game systems, oh, is that why the Wii U only has 1% of its 9.5 to 10 million people of 12 and under? I didn't think so. I don't know. Although technically, yeah, that's Wii U, and Fantasy Life wasn't on Wii U, so I don't know why I brought that up. I don't know. More and more developers are going towards the mobile market, and I've said this before, I don't want anything to do with it. I really wanted Fantasy Life first, the first one. Maybe eventually I'll get it on the 3DS, but I guarantee you, I ain't supporting no fucking smartphone shit. That's it for this video. I'm Original Blood Ace. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon, as always.